Hello and welcome to our show, Conversation with Priya. I'm your guest, Priya Mishra, and today our guest is Mr. Sakari Nikinmaa. Is the co-founder and CEO of Koite Health, Finland. He specializes in technology in healthcare space and has been working with engineering and scientists on new technology and with medical doctors wanting to improve the health care and entrepreneur changing the world. He possesses a multidisciplinary skill set and has the opportunity to work with some of the best minds in the medtech field. His company, Koite Health, is a company innovation novel medical devices based on antimicrobial photodynamic therapy. Koite Health OE executed rigorous scientific efficacy testing aiming to provide new solution to the medical problem where current treatment is ineffective or non-existent. Their flagship-based Lumoral is all about oral hygiene, and Lumorinse is the world's best technology mouthwash designed by Koite Health. It is used together with Lumoral light, activated or prevent effectively oral diseases and to maintain good health. So help me to welcome today in our show, Sakari Nikinmaa. Hi, Sakari. Thank you for joining me today in our show, Conversation with Priya. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Thank you. So I heard you have created, and I got the sample as well, and I'm using it. It's really, really very exciting. Thank you for your options which you are offering into this dental medical industry. So we are going to talk about that. In this whole scenario, what brings you to think about that there is a requirement of your product called Lumoral?
The initial, of course, the technology itself is it's highly effective against many types of bacteria. So we had an option of going in multiple different verticals. So in surgeries or wound care or we had a lot of options, but then we decided that we want to start from dental care because dental diseases are mostly bacteria caused. Cavity formation, gum disease. They are bacteria caused diseases, infectious diseases, and it's most common chronic infection, which can lead to over 200 systemic diseases.
Right.
So based on this background, me and my colleague Tommi Pätilä, who's a medical doctor, decided that these dental problems are actually worthwhile to solve, and the best solution for dental problems is prevent them from arising. So that's why we have Lumoral as a preventive device for improve oral hygiene.
So how this whole journey started, like was like, if I will ask you in the simplest question, like talk to us about your journey with the Koite, and more specifically about your flagship brand Lumoral.
Actually, it has been a long, like I think every company has a long journey behind, and my journey started like I have always been interested in research, and then I had opportunity in biodesign program to go to the hospital and see what unmet medical needs need to be solved. And there I luckily met Tommi Pätilä, who was a doctor there, and with him he had discovered this sort of new technology, which in fact is not new. It was already invented in 1900s, but hasn't been used because of discovery of antibiotics in 1920s. So then we how the Lumoral became, we started working with Tommi, like developing this technology to dental diseases, and luckily got good government funding in the start of the building the research, and since we have launched it as a company in 2018, late 2018, and developed the Lumoral product now, which came in sales in Europe.
Yeah.
In June this year 2020, and now in the just coming the sales in Australia.
Yeah, that's interesting. So we are looking forward to that. It's I have seen your journey. You're getting really good feedback. When I looked at the testimonial and feedback you are getting for this product, and it's interesting to see you are offering nearly 100% satisfaction guarantee, which is very interesting. Not many product, especially in that area where you are operating, is being offered that way. So that's very interesting. You see this Lumorinse is claimed as the world's first technical mouthwash. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, it's a technical mouthwash. The method itself is based on this oral rinse, which is totally non-antibacterial. It's completely inert. It doesn't do anything itself. Yeah. So it's completely safe. But once you activate it with light, and we use our special patented system, which has two different wavelengths of light. Yeah. And with these, we can target the bacteria from inside and outside simultaneously. So it's much more effective. So the technical mouthwash term comes from the fact that you have to activate it with light, the mouthwash, to be antibacterial. And that's because that makes it highly effective. It's over 100 times more effective or stronger antibacterial treatment than, let's say, chlorhexidine mouthwash.
Sure.
So it's super effective, but it's only localized to dental plaque.
Interesting. So this product is actually more of helping, not just only helping the bacteria. I heard that it helps with the gingivitis and all as well.
Yes, it will, because most of the oral diseases are caused by bacteria, and bacteria going unchecked. The teeth in general are embodied, they are odd thing, because that's the only surface which goes through your skin. It's a bone which protrudes out from the gums, and that's the only surface in the body which is constant, so it's non-renewable. And right. that causes the bacteria to adhere on top of it, and can have a chronic kind of bacteria biofilm, which won't happen in other parts of the body.
Yeah.
Because they renew every 2 months, so it cannot stick there. And that's and then because of that, the cleaning the teeth is highly important. Mm-hmm. And our device it has the antibacterial effect, but also the stimulating effect. The infrared wavelengths incorporated will also have a beneficial effect in microcirculation and overall metabolism of gum tissue.
Right. So it's also helping people to not these days when they are using the mouthwash, mouth mask, and it's actually creating the bad breath and all. And I heard that it's also helping in that sense as well. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, because that's the bad breath and the mouth mask is caused by the certain anaerobic bacteria which lives in between your gums and gum lines, and also in the dental plaque. So reducing this load will definitely help with these sort of symptoms.
Yeah. So that brings to my next question. If we will see you had a various cross-cultural collaborations. Could you share your finding on them and what has been the most memorable one? What are your plans for Australia and other countries?
In my career, I have had the opportunity to meet multiple people from around Europe and in Asia, and also during my travels. But in Australia, I have been really well. I have never visited the country, but now once we have started to building the business there and starting to build the relationships in Australia. It has been a thrill to meet so energized and so kind of open-minded people willing to help us. So that has been a kind of really memorable experience.
That's interesting. So the Australia is welcoming you very well, which is interesting. And you've been doing a good research and meeting people. I'm sure the dental industry will be accepting it widely for sure. And our current target is your consumer base, if I believe on that.
Yeah, it's kind of the idea with that is that these products have before, like these PDT treatments have been used in professional settings to treat gum disease and kill bacteria in gum pockets. But the most effective treatment should be done daily or like a weekly basis. So it would be, and that's why we wanted to launch this home use product Lumoral for like giving people access to this strong method,
right
in a relatively cheap way,
right.
And and easily, so they can use it in their home.
Yeah. So I mean, in this industry, a lot of us local public is actually do take care of health side, and I'm sure this is gonna help them. You specialized in technology health space. Do you think like technology per se can be a great lever for providing universal healthcare?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, it's. I think the health sector and medtech in general has been growing a lot lately, and there is like before we had like new antibiotics and we had the new drugs coming in, but nowadays I see more and more these medical devices coming and helping people with their issues and symptoms. And recently, actually, the advancement in the LED technology has been changing the field of photon-mediated medicine in a way, like the light stimulation. Like before, we had only laser devices which were able to provide sufficient amount of energy.
Right.
But now we can make low-cost LED devices which can give a similar wavelength, similar sort of light with the safe manner.
Right. So it's gonna be help them in, of course, look after the technology side, the health side, and it's public is gonna be acceptance of the technology is coming very huge now, especially in this pandemic. People started understanding the requirement and the understanding of how much this technology can help in their day-to-day life. So in that case, Lumoral as a brand is claimed to be unique with many first, and its credit tell us more about its USP and its acceptance level in the market. For example, Lumorinse has claimed to have sold over 10,000 units since June 2020.
Yeah, we launched the device or the Lumoral brand in Finland and focused only like this half year has been mostly in Finland, focus in Europe, and reason for this has been just that we wanted to kind of pilot and see how people accept this product and then start ramping up the sales. And with this, we have the customers have been really keen to use it. Like in Finland, the funny thing is that we actually have a really good public health dental care. So most of people don't even pay for their dental visits, just a small amounts, not like 20 euros or something to fix the cavities. So, but even that's the case, the product has been well accepted, and now actually we have sold over 30,000 treatments of this already in Finland. And the reason why we said like in this uncommon 100% satisfaction guarantee is that our customers have just liked the product. They have felt that their teeth get cleaner, they get smoother, they feel that their mouth get healthier, and then we haven't gotten them back. So that's easy to give this sort of claim when you don't get products back.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of 99.9% we are getting the satisfaction guarantee already. We haven't got the return back. That's interesting. So that brings to my last question now. This one is like, what specific feedback from your Lumoral customers are you most proud of?
There's so many good ones, but the one which I remember well was that Lumoral delivered 200%. That was the short one, but that was a kind of nice feeling to say that we weren't 100%, we were 200% expectations. So that felt good. And then we also have a more medical related that the users have reported cleaner breath and less gingival bleeding, and then fresher breath in general, and then also the cleaner teeth. But the less gingival bleeding is something which that's really interesting as that implies that the device actually has a strong effect to gingival tissue also.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Even in the short-term use, so we can see this happening like quite fast.
So that's very interesting. I mean, I got the sample. I'm using it, so I can definitely endorse myself. Very, very interesting product, and I'm sure it has a great future. Before we close for the day, what would you like to say to your audience today?
Stay safe and brush your teeth.
Perfect.
And if that's not enough, try Lumoral.
Try Lumoral for sure. We will be bringing up another episode after this. This is our first introduction with Mr. Sakari, and he has a great journey by creating this product. Thank you for joining in, and thank you, audience, for tuning in. We'll be looking forward to bring another side of this story. Thank you so much.